Hello, I'm Stephen Mason and welcome to my podcast for Trespass. This is the one with Bill Paxton and Ice Cube in. It's not the one with Nicolas Cage in from a couple of years ago. It's from the early 90s, 91 or 92. I am pressing play right about now. Wait a minute. No, sorry. Goons at the start. I still haven't mastered the art of a PlayStation. I've actually left the time code on, which is interesting. I've ordered a takeaway to be delivered at 9:45. There should be more than enough time to get through this. Yep, 9:30 it should finish. So yeah, takeaway's going to land just as this film finishes. Okay, as the film starts, it's Universal production. I love how it starts with the whole CCTV, but it's high-end VHS camcorders back in the day of like a gang into filming their gangness to show that they are the gang, even though it's very incriminating what you're doing. And he catches here like a drive-by. Now, quite an interesting story about Trespass. I lent this off Casper the other day when I filmed the VHS collection video. If you follow us on YouTube, I actually borrowed within the video. You actually see us grab it. I've been wanting this for ages. I have the soundtrack of this. I have the VHS somewhere. I don't know if it's one that's been misplaced over the years. I first seen this back in New Zealand in 1996. Oof, head blown off, proper brutal that. And I'll go into a little bit more New Zealand a bit as I talk about the film. So yeah, I was watching this back the other day. Probably I've been trying to order this on DVD, and Casper had to keep on cancelling at work. I said, Casper, man, I've had to order for ages. It's Universal. And even Casper says in the video, it's like, you know, some films like that just fall off the grid. So that's why I've lent it, watched it, loved it, and I just wanted to do a podcast straight away. Fucking look at Ice Cube there, man. Fucking proper music video shot, the colour, the blue. Universal Pictures kicks in there. Nice tea. And the whole glass thing behind him. Yeah, it kicks in. When I was watching this the other night, I didn't realise it's directed by Walter Hill. And like one of the films I sort of grew up in a bit, which was Last Man Standing with Bruce Willis, and the score is very similar. Obviously Walter Hill famous for Warriors, you know, 48 Hours, another 48 Hours, Bullet in the Head. He's a solid director, I think. So yeah, I've seen this in New Zealand in '96, rented it, probably when I shouldn't have. So I'd only been about 15, I was still in school at the time. Boys in the Hood was a big influence and an eye-opener. When I seen it, you know, all the kids at school wanting to see Boys in the Hood. It's like, oh, you seen Boys in the Hood? Never ever seen Menace to Society? It's just like, fucking hell. And you know, like this, it was the right age for me to see like a film about how it is in America, especially in LA and in Compton and stuff like that. I was like, bloody hell, you know what I mean? It's so real and grounded, Boys in the Hood. And when I got New Zealand in the shop, I just seen this for Ice Cube, you know, he was Ice Cube, everyone was into Ice Cube. War and Peace was the album I had and played at death, you know, that was a corking album. But I was never fully into rap and stuff like that. A lot of my friends really got into it, but yeah, I was seeing this film in New Zealand and I'd never seen it for years. I've seen this film with Ice Cube in. I've never heard of it. You know, you didn't have the internet back in the mid-90s. It was like, yeah, but it's mint. It's like Ice T's in it, Ice Cube's in it, and you know, as you see there, there's Tiny Lister. His name's well down there, and obviously Tiny Lister went on to be quite famous for being in Friday alongside Ice Cube as well. But this is like Ice Cube's second or third film. I don't know if like the Glass movie or the Glass movie is. I know what the Glass movie is in my head, but you know. I think Ice Cube is an amazing actor. He's a very, very talented person, from rapping as a human being, from where he came from and how he's, you know, he's just fucking mint. He's mint in this, even though I think he's having more fun in this more than taking it serious as Doughboy from Boys in the Hood. But Robert Zemeckis as well is involved in this. There's a lot of names I've probably just missed popping up there. I was watching this, I was directed by Walter Hill. Robert Zemeckis is involved in it. It's a Universal production. You've got Bill Paxton in it, fresh off Aliens, fresh off Predator 2 at the time. You know, this is one of his real, like, I mean, Bob Gale and Robert Zemeckis again. One of his like really standalone movies. as a lead actor in it. 29th, 1992. That's probably got something to do with. Right, I'm just flicking down at IMDb for Ice Cube. So yeah, it was Boys in the Hood, then Trespass a year later, and after that he did a lot of music videos. Then it was The Glass Shield a couple of years later. So this is his second film. Ice-T, obviously first film was New Jack City, another film I love. I just love that as well. Wesley Snipes is terrifying in it, and Ice-T almost takes on the Wesley Snipes character in this, but not as menacing as Walter Hill. So yeah, you got Bill Paxton in this, and you have William Bill Sadner, who is deaf in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. He's been in a lot of movies. He's in Freaked along with Alex Winter and Keanu Reeves. If you've never heard of Freaked, something I've also wanted to do a comedy for. But first off, you've got the bad guy from Die Hard 2, and you've got Bill Paxton. So for the time, Bill Paxton, Hudson from Aliens, fuck me, what's his name, called Predator 2? Yeah, fucking hell. Anyway, the cowboy, the Tennessee cowboy, it's gone like Jack's memory. Hi Jack. So then you've got Sandler, who's the bad guy from Die Hard 2, so you've got two big casts, and Ice Cube and Ice-T have just appeared as well, so there's a lot of more famous people in this. So the storyline is, the firefighters again, the firefighters, they break in, some guy can't live with the grief, he's about to burn to death, and tells them where some gold may be, and it's miles away. And they have a treasure map. They look like penises. Gotta say it out loud. Hang on a minute, why was Bia backwards there? I don't know what was going on with that shot there, but Bia was backwards, it was like a mirror effect. Bill Shatner, obviously, there's the link, actually. Walter Hill worked on Tales of the Crypt, and obviously Sadner, I'm just going to call him Bill Sadner, is the Mummy, especially in Bordello of Blood. He's the Mummy, so there'll be a connection there. He's a badass bad guy, but he's funny as fucking death. He's a great supporting actor. I mean, this is him at a high time. Like, this is him peaking, I think, especially around that time. Yeah, bar scene there. Some line dancing there. I mean, even like the shot there, I mean, going from the wing mirror across the bridge, it's a pretty awesome shot. I was going to do Death Watch. I watched Death Watch 4 times last week. But Death Watch is going to be the next podcast. Listen to the comedy with Andy Serkis, which is creepy, and I'll get into that in the podcast. And I was like, right, and then I just thought, no, Casper wants this back. Casper realised the other day that I have a DVD of Casper's I've had for over 10 years, and he's remembered, and now it's fucking bugging the shit out of him. It's a terrible movie. It's called Full Eclipse. Mario Van Peebles in it, where they're coppers but vampires. I might do that as a podcast if I can find it. I've seen it recently, that's why I remembered. I mentioned the Casper. Again, it's one of those films that you just can't get. You have this first batch of movies and then they're gone. So yeah, anyway, the storyline is they literally just gone on a 300-mile trip up to this abandoned building there. No trespass, and it doesn't say trespassing, no trespass. And it shows you them going in, looking around. Now, funny story is, I've been to LA, and one night I went out with my friends, and I trust my friends because they live in LA. I ended up in Compton, pulled over by the police at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, do you know where you are? I was like, no, you're in Compton. I was like, fucking hell. And that was an experience and a half of my life. But as I was saying with the Darkman, locations, especially in the 90s, late 80s, going into the early 90s, locations like this in, like, I don't know, not poverty areas, but like sort of abandoned areas and stuff like that, stuff that they used in RoboCop. I mean, look at the location there, you know what I mean? I mean, it's fucking awesome. There's nothing like that around here now. or in England, or even now, you know, everything just like gets demolished, and like 5 houses are built on a size of something that used to be someone's living room. It's like they just go up. How many floors have you got? 2. I've got 6. 6 really, and you go in, it's like, right, there's the stairs, there's the toilet, right, what's on the next floor? A couch, next floor, a bed. It's just like, you've got 6, 7 floors, but like, can you move in it? It's like a pencil. Anyway, rant over. I just think the locations in this film is great. I think the banter between these two works. Sandler, Bill, I'm just going to call him Bill. No, I can't call him Bill because he's called Bill Paxton. The bad guy from Die Hard 2. He's offbeat. He's, you know, you think that, you say, oh yeah, it's a friend. I think he's a good actor where you go, right, he's desperate, and you can kind of sense that he's going to be the turn, you know what I mean? And Bill Paxton plays it so innocent and laid back. He played very similar to like how he is in Twist. I mean, look at that shot there, that's mint. Just love that atmospheric smoke stuff going on there. So yeah, the soundtrack, I've actually had the soundtracks when I was in New Zealand. I taped it on a tape. The song with Ice Cube and Ice-T called Trespass, which has a really catchy last going do do do, or obviously here's the intro, and it's got stuff like Public Enemy, Ice-T and Daddy Nitro, Sir Mix-a-Lot, Black Sheep, Donald D, Gangstar as well. Coolio's on this somewhere. I think Coolio's name popped in the credits. He's not on the mix. But last night I remember I had the soundtrack and I was trying to dig it out. And that's the reason why I didn't do the podcast last night, because I was faffing on. Because I'm not a massive CD collector these days and age, and I'm not a really big soundtrack. I used to love buying soundtracks. I've got some really obscure ones, even like one for Dream a Little Dream, which you don't see, but obviously I bought it in the shops because I was buying soundtracks back then. And I was looking for it and I didn't realise it had a bright, luminous yellow spine. I was looking for some black and stuff like that with red writing, which the disc is. It's got a lovely disc font now. And a little bit, but yeah, great to dig that out as well. But yeah, I just really thought the song again though. It was like I taped the song on a cassette and brought that back from New Zealand with me. It was like, I've never even heard of this song. And yeah. But yeah, it's aged really well. It's not a low budget movie, you know, and for the time, you know what I mean. It's very ahead of its time, especially like, you know, like capitalising on Ice-T and Ice Cube, who at the time when the NWA thing dropped, as well as Ice-T making a real big name for himself as well. It was massive, and it was controlled right as well. It's a serious film with like a good typical story, but it's shot really well. It's high budget. I mean, look at the shots there. You've got the shots coming through the shadows on the wall and then walking up the stairs, and you've got lots of like cameras panning around and just the backdrops, you know. It's not a set, it's like a really big ass location. But you've just seen there, that's the guy, the homeless guy who's just started peeking at them. That is the control tower guy from Die Hard 2. So the casting agent definitely worked on Die Hard 2, because there's one guy from Die Hard. So yeah, they're in this old abandoned apartment. Sorry, I've been quiet a bit. Turn my phone on silent now. Now I will have to move a second. It jumped onto my chair. I'm going to still try and talk very quickly. I'm just literally going to upload my podcast for Blown Away. I haven't done a podcast all week. I've been working on other videos and stuff like that back at work as well, which has been fun. That'll be fun to stop beating. Check out that metal detector, man. So yeah, I watched this, was it Monday night? I had a massive day of filming and editing. and came back, had a few beers, and I went to bed watching this and just drifted into such a deep sleep. I was like, yeah, this film, it's one of those films that's, yeah, it's that film, and it's good as you remember it. So yeah, that's why I started doing this podcast. Fucking hoofing a pickaxe. I'm modifying my shed at the moment, and I found a pickaxe between the wall and the back wall of the shed. So it's so random, I know, but yeah, the story of the pickaxe, I'll never forget about. I've been thinking, like, what video can I do when I have a pickaxe swinging around the engine room. Yeah. I've seen a bit of recently of the Detectorist TV show, which I thought was quite funny. It's one of those ones where someone's been watching it at work, and I'm not sure which series I'm watching, who's in what and that, but it's very quirky and quite funny in bits. Right, okay, I love that Jeep, like. But yeah, here we go. Lucky on the left is the guy who plays Argyle from Die Hard. He's the guy in the limousine. It's probably the only film I've ever seen him in. I think he's a good actor. I'm going to have a look at him on IMDb, actually. Again, look at that shot though. You've got Bill Paxton coming in on the side, other guy, other Bill, swinging a pickaxe in the background. I love the lighting, and I love the depth it's got going there. It's awesome. Take one shot as well. That song is totally stuck in my head as well. Trespass 2011, and it was 1982 this one came out as well. And here, see, fucking hell, what a knack, like, what's he hitting with a stick? Yeah, 1982, 6.2 on IMDb. Tagline, when they all come to the wrong place at the wrong time. It's quite a good tagline, actually. There's the guy from the control tower. Bradley. Art Evans. The guy who plays Lucky is called Devoxel White, and he's aged loads. Like, Glenn Plummer's in this as well. He becoming a Tommy Tiny Lister is going to be in this as well. See there, Hal Layden Jr., Eugene DeLong, who's the guy. Yeah, so the guy who set himself on fire at the start in the burning building is the dad from Bill and Ted. So again, as in, like, it must be all the same bloody casting agencies. Stoney Jackson, the Winky. But yeah, that Lucky actor I've just been talking about there, he's still alive, 52. He's in Die Hard. Yeah, I'm just going to have a look at the trivia for Trespass right now as well. I was just in the tying him up as well. I think he's really funny. He's just like, what are you talking about? Food. It's just like all the money and all. It's just like, yeah, he's a really good actor, him. There are no women in this movie except the extras visible in the background at the beginning. Okay. The background at the beginning is drive-by, then fire. So you mean the line dancing? Okay. The original script Carol Lucky was actually called Lucy, and it was King James's girlfriend. That makes more sense. Loosely based on Treasure. This was meant to be released on the 3rd of July, but the date was delayed in Los Angeles riots. The film was retitled. A new marketing campaign had devised, so it wasn't called Trespass, so that'd be interesting what it was called. The film was originally called The Looters. Nah, Trespass is such a better name. I mean, they're not looting, they're treasure hunting. An Ice Cube and Ice Tea on treasure looting, you know, they're killing people. A jazz musician in Australia. The film received mostly negative reviews. The critics complaining about the lack of synthetic and likeable characters. They are free actors from the Die Hard franchise, which is the guy who plays Lucky and William Sadler. Yeah. Two of the main cast played alongside Michael Jackson's video. Tony Jackson beat it. There's a lot of trivia. I'm sure Glenn Plummer as well is the guy from Speed who turns up in Speed 2 as well. Let's have a look if I'm right. It looks like him. Totally is. It's the guy from Speed. He's in Showgirls as well, but it's again, it's a small cast, but pretty everyone's recognisable from some kind of production. So. I went to the dentist the other day and I'm getting a live cast in my mouth. So there's probably going to be a lot of podcasts recorded in the upcoming months because I'm having surgery on my face. And it's going to be a lot easier doing a podcast when I don't have to worry about what I look like because my face is probably going to be the size of the Elephant Man on one side. But I've had to have 2 live casts of me in a mouth. And the first one wasn't too bad. And I was like, it's mean because it's just like this massive like U clear to the bottom of your mouth. And then the second time, I was a little bit hungover, and when they put the top bit in, I felt it all pushed to the top of my mouth, down the back of my throat, and you have to wait there for like 5 minutes. I was like, so like gagging hymns there, it's just like, ugh. But now, again, it utilises this really well. The location I loved. You know, I just wish there was more places like that around now. Every time I try to look into doing music videos now or find a location that hasn't been used and stuff like that, it's just nothing. Absolutely nothing. Fuck you. You can tell he says, even that looks amazing. That pan and shot down there, man. It totally looks like where they filmed Dark Man. Peekaboo. So 21 minutes into this already. I've got time. I mean, the time thing probably blacks out the bottom of the screen. Like, I mean, even that there, he's sort of dressed as. They're very smart, but like gold on the pockets and the whole. I mean, it's very Michael Jackson this as well. The guy's a pretty good actor. Like, he's proper angry. His voice is a little bit more pitched than his build, but he's a. Look how he plays. Look, I think he's a good actor. Like, why would you? It's so random. Like, yeah, put your hand in there. I know it's a mouse trap there, but it's like fucking hell. Have that fist. Quite evil looking actor, him, like. Isn't it? Good to see this shot as well, and the guys just jumped down. Another film I think I've thought about this before on the podcast, Johnny Mnemonic, Ice-T and that. There's Tiny Lister in the background, who obviously went to be the nemesis in Friday. But again though, right, here's the thing. He is so little build, right, not tiny build, like the rest of the cast. He's like literally second or third from the end. And this is the guy who played Zeus. This is the guy who fought Hulk Hogan at SummerSlam. This is the guy from No Holds Barred, where everyone recognises him from. And you know what I mean? It's such a little role. I mean, he's went on to be, I mean, he's quite a big person. I'm surprised he's never been a character in the wrestling game. I don't understand why that is. He should definitely be like a DLC in that, in the wrestling. Zeus didn't have any moves. Rah! He had a Z in his head. But yeah, he went on to be in Fifth Element. He's in Dark Knight as well, you know. But yeah, everyone knows him. I hope he's in the new Friday they're making, and I hope Chris Tucker is as well. And again, come back to this whole recording thing as well, even though it's very high quality VHS. I love that concept. It's a different angle about, you know what I mean, getting right in nitty and gritty and giving a different kind of angle, and now everything's fully covered and it's not amateur. I mean, it's too professional, it's too bit clean, But I love that cutting in as a person in a group, because that's what I'm like. I film everything. Everyone hates it when I'm filming stuff, and there's nothing worse than watching someone back that your point of view is what you're seeing. I mean, it's weird when you're in the background and you're involved and you see it from someone else's personality, what you're doing. But like being in there trying to cover everything and all that, I love what that is in the film as well. I love how they've brought that in there, zooming in the eyes, and like these guys know it's on camera. Like, it's all about looking hard, and look, he's right in his fucking face with the camera. It's just like fucking. That was the same shot repeated, I think. And I'm sure there's some cut out there, but this bit here, I mean, even though it turns the wrong way around, like, but and it keeps on falling. See, there's something wrong there. Like, it seems like there's another repeat. He slams twice as well. Being pity here, but that fall shouldn't have been like. Should have been hit his back, then hit the car, but not like. His legs are still flinging when his back's clearly been broken half. But yeah, Bill Paxton gets spotted, and rather than going to hide, Ice Cube's going to get right up in his face. Like, right up there. So I've moved again. It's officially an hour and 15 minutes till my food comes. And it's officially about an hour and 10 minutes till this film finishes. So it's race for the Chinese food. I bought it Hong Kong style sweet and sour chicken, which I highly recommend anyone to get when it comes all marinated already in the sauce with all the herbs and shit. It's awesome. I'm just fecking around on my computer getting ready to upload something. So look. A gang. Punk ass gang. I've probably got a hater on YouTube. I'm going to talk about that now. And it's not called Wayne. Hi Wayne. Wayne left his account this morning on Gary Busey's being a creepy uncle. He is indeed. Yeah, I understand you subscribe to people's videos, but when you subscribe to someone's videos and the fucking video plays for 2 seconds and you press thumbs down, it's like, come on man, have you got nothing better to do? I mean, I totally believe it, it's better than fuck all, but like, I probably know who it is as well, you know. But anyway, there's a shootout going on, as I figure on the background, proper unloading on the floor there, get stuck behind a nice solid door as well. It's quite an interesting concept. Can't get in, can't get out, you know what I mean? Put yourself in that predicament. No mobile phones, because mobile phones weren't around then. You know, it's right out there, and then what do? Gangland territory. Don't trespass. I remember talking to a guy once who was just killing time and talking. But he dropped a lot of cash on one big sale, and he said, "Oh yeah, I do like house moving." He's like, "Wow, doing this whole kind of thing," and he probably didn't look smart. Let's put it that way. And he had like a wad of cash. And he said, "Yeah, I ripped up someone's carpet, and I had like 20 grand down every step." I was like, "Really?" Must have been there 3 years. I didn't know whether to blame or not, because money changes so quickly now. Out of print, but yeah, found all this money. Oh, it's got, oh sorry, yeah, they have got a mobile phone. They have, anyway. Flip down, beep. Sophisticated. But yeah, 982 mobile phones. Yeah, again, a little bit ahead of its time. There's me talking about, oh, you don't need to put mobile phones for the other guys. I've got a mobile phone anyway. Beep, beep. I love the lighting. The lighting's really good, man. It's a shame Bill Paxton passed away last year. I was proper shocked. That was proper shocking death as well. Very talented man. Again, back with the VCR. I love how it's not flashing record. It's got record there, but it's like record constant. Not like when they like make it so like use cameras and films and they're like, oh yeah, record, and it's like that doesn't go on there unless you, like, back in the day, if you had that on, then you're burning that on your fucking tape. That's forever there. Do you know what I mean? Shout out to Killian H. Guys who sent us a message. The only problem is when we take away, you know, it's going to come in the back door of my house, which is the farthest way possible I could be sitting from right now. But yeah. I think Ice Cube, you know, he's a menace actor. I mean, Body Count Band's amazing. The album brought out a couple of years ago, Manslaughter. Fucking brilliant. Said, golly, get a listen to that. But I literally, lucky enough, right, I literally burnt it on my computer. I'd bought it because I heard it in the shop. It's like Bitch in the Pit and all that song. It's just like 99 Problems. And it's an amazing album. And it's honestly, some of the lyric drops in that, it's amazing. And it was Gally was Limwas at the time. I said, oh, Gally, get a listen to that. Fucking Gally moved to Edinburgh not long after that and took the fucking CD with him. So yeah, I was like, thanks, mate. Ice-T's obviously made a living now off Law and Order. You know, he's been on that for years now. He's popped up in quite a lot of films, but he can deliver a line like. Snoop Dogg, I think Snoop Dogg's got comical timing and stuff like that as well. Just when I was watching Ice-T there, how he reacted there, I think it's with I watched Bones not long ago. If you remember that one, just the way he looked there, where he was all smart and all that, you know. This must have been an Ice Cube parted ways from NWA and done his solo stuff, you know, and man, this guy, he knew it, man. I mean, Straight Outta Compton, what a hell of a movie that was. And with his son playing him as well, it's just the fucking film's meant to be like. So again, though, it's a good idea for a story. They've come to loot place, they've got a bag of, like, they're going to have a rope, they're going to have a knife, they're going to have this, but like one's going to have a gun for protection. But you limit it, like, the way you get out of the room. You know what I mean? And you throw in, like, got a homeless guy who's there, and then you've obviously got like one of them tapped in there as well. So it's just like, right, put him against the door. So if they shoot the door, they're going to kill him. So yeah, problem solved. Johnny Mnemonics a weird film with Ice-T in it, like, but again, he just suits it. He's Tiny Lister there. Tommy Tiny Lister. Grabbing up the gun. Devo, who's calling him Friday, wasn't he? He steals his bike. And have a look at see what else he's doing, like. I love the background stuff and all the random stuff. It's like Prayer of the Roller Boys with that big, you got all them filing cabinets just lying around, and like, you probably didn't have to set dress most of it. It was probably just left there. Like, what's that? He's just got a hold of there, some random cage. This reminds me a bit as well as I was watching this when I was expecting for the guy to be looking going, I see you from Detox for Salon as well. IMDb. Music's pretty good as well. It reminded us a lot of Last Man Standing I was talking before as well. That's a weird film that, you know, you think it's going to be. I love the VHS cover for Last Man Standing. I love the fucking bright luminous Bruce Willis Last Man Standing. And with the gun, it's got that bright luminous orange. And yeah, Bruce Willis just rolls up the town, and like the first guy he shoots, he just pulls out like fucking Glocks. Or this is the fucking Western with the 6-shooters. He just unloads on this guy, and the guy goes fucking flying out the window. I'll just straight out the door. And then Christopher Walken turns up halfway through the film after he's finished looking for crocodiles, like, hey, hick. Yeah. Let's have a look at Tiny Lister. Where are you? Tommy Tiny Lister. 60. Known for Friday, The Fifth Element, and The Dark Knight. It's been in 210 movies. Fuck me. And I can name 10. I was going to go right down to the bottom of his history. Fucking hell. Blue City, Armored Dangerous, John Candy, Prison, 1987, that's Beverly Hills Cop 2. Think Big. No Holds Barred was 1998. Yeah, well, a lot of his credits here are coming from being in the wrestling stuff. Obviously in the late 80s, like steel K matches. Was in Universal Soldier the same year as this. He's one of the Universal Soul Soldiers, and not much of a big role in it as well. Posse, that's right, he's a Posse. Posse's it. Mario Van Peebles movie where Stephen Baldwin's in it as well. I think he's the only white guy of the gang. There's a lot of like famous people in that as well. It's pretty grim, it's pretty brutal. Men of War. Yeah, he was in a lot of stuff, man. I don't know why he was never back in the Fridays. He was in Friday in '95, but then obviously didn't appear in it and dead. Terry Crews really took over that character with the cheeseburger. Thin Line Between Love and Hate. I used to have that in big box VHS. Martin Lawrence, the movie he played after Bad Boys, written and directed by him, I think. Fifth Element. He was in Jackie Brown as well. Gang related. Below Utopia, along with Ice-T, reunited there. Players Club. Yeah, that's a movie that I've only ever seen on VHS as well. Directed by Ice Cube. He was in that, so you know he did work again with Ice Cube, just never on. He's credited in the Next Friday as Debo. I don't remember him in Debo, and I've just remembered he's in Little Nicky as the bad brother. It's been a while since I've seen The Next Friday. I do have it on VHS. He was in a movie of 2001 called Out Cold, Cold with a K, alongside Ice-T. Yeah, Never Die Alone. I think that was a fucking terrible movie. Been on a lot of movies. Scarface video game, Full Clip. Yeah. So yeah, he's been in a lot of stuff. This guy turns up. He's like Bernie Mac. This guy. He's just like look at that blue suit, man. It's fucking class. In a body bag. Lying so fucking perfect. Back to the VHS camcorder. And this guy is rolling around and he's fucking got an arsenal of guns and sniper rifles in the back of his suit. And he's wearing a full on blue suit. You know, what are you? Are you a pimp? Right, pull him over. You know what I mean? No, he's not a pimp, he's an arms dealer. Fuck me, look at them guns, man. But Ice-T, you know, in the back, that's like, he's so like slim in this as well. So she's got the suit on and that in his hair, because like he's got dreads in New Jack City, like. But just to see him in the back there, he looks menacing. He's got it. He's put a police hat on him. Yeah, say I had a few beers when I was watching this fella sleeping, and then sort of woke up and was still playing, and fell asleep and woke up and was still playing, and so like I think I've seen the start, the end, the middle, the start again, because it keeps on just playing. It's one of them what doesn't stay on the menu screen displays, you know. Even that shot there where half the screen's cut off by an old burnt out fucking chair, and you're looking through the wire work and you think, well, I love that. Who's gonna call the cops the pigeons? He's fucking Bill Paxton's looking so like, really? Like, how are you gonna get out of here? And again, they'll credit Bill Paxton because he's totally different to what he's, well, Hudson's always scared of aliens, but like, I don't want to try and guess what his name's called. In Predator 2. I even know the fucking comedy for Predator 2. I love the Into the Abyss he did with James Cameron when he's like, oh yeah, I'm just here to do the narration. I was like, no, you can come down. He's like, come down to the Titanic. And you get shoved in the submarine and you just see the camera on Bill Paxton and his head's around the hole of the submarine as he's going down. It's just like freaking the fuck out. Of course you would freak the fuck out going down the submarine to see the Titanic. It's a fucking amazing documentary. I like the film he did as well when he directed it, this Frailty, when he's the God Hands killer. That's pretty, it's a good film. Like, if you know the twist, you know the twist, but I think he did a good job of that. Obviously, he was in the Terminator as well. Again, there's another metal cage, you know, in the foreground of the shot. Imagine you just got kicked in the face there. Some steep landers then, like. Yeah, it's really well filmed. You know, they've had a lot of time and just probably corded off the entire block for this. I mean, as long as you keep the room, you know, you see the room and obviously you just know it's a room outside, you don't really see much outside. You've got the ability to use all the different rooms that, you know, what makes it work. Yeah, that's what he says on War and Peace when his phone's ringing. Ice Cube. It's damn mega motherfuckers. I loved War and Peace album. I never got the second one. I got the CD and everyone wanted it, and it's like it's just an amazing guy. Like, I think I love the bit with Korn. I love the Family Values tour when you've got Orgy, Incubus, Limp Bizkit, Rammstein, who come out with his penis. The keyboard guy's a gimp, and Rammstein's got the penis out with spraying white liquid across the crowd. And you got Ice Cube comes out with this massive statue of Ice Cube and he's doing like his rap, you know what I mean, with no band and stuff. But he does the it's got all like the interview cuts away and like they're on about working with each other and that. It's pretty awesome because he did a song with Korn, Fuck Dying I think it's called, and then he was in Children of the Corn on Follow the Leader album, which I think is a proper class song. Like, yeah, I just fucking Korn being Korn and an Ice Cube comes in, just fucking Children of the Corn were born. It's just fucking awesome. One random cop busting one random guy. Hey, the cops are here. It's like, fell for that one, haven't you? That would just open your eyes up, wouldn't it? What was that noise? Bullet hole, like, fuck. It's all kicking off now. So 43 minutes into this movie, there's a lot going. He's running. Like, I don't know why he's just ran and just dived over the top of the roof of the car. That's movies for the shot. You know, they're not getting shot at, are they? Forget about Lucky there, 'cause she might shoot him. Or chapter 8. Putting on one them. Do 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 do. Oh, I don't know what movie I'm going to watch tonight. David's dead. He gets shot, falls off a building, and gets electrocuted on the way down. And to be honest with you, that's pretty good stunt, that. Because he just flies off to the side. It's almost like he did a bungee, but not a bungee. I've got 37 messages on WhatsApp. Okay. Equalizer. Oh, Darkman vinyl. Wasn't your fault. I've also got still on VHS, Dangerous Ground. Ice Cube and Vin Rames and Elizabeth Hurley, when he goes back and goes back to Africa in the story, and he gets carjacked straight away. And sure, it's something about paying off his brother's death. It's I guess it came out about the same time as Anaconda. I think Ice Cube's really good in Anaconda. I think that's when Ice Cube was just like, right, you know, he's a fucking good actor. Boys in the Hood was amazing. I think he gets a lot of praise for that Glass Shield, which I've never seen. And then Anaconda just really established him there. But I mean, it helped as well that he was still like in a massive band and like it changed the world, and still managed to, you know, went on to have a massive solo career. Look at metal detector, ding 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 ding. So here comes the twist when they're looking for Tiny Lister upstairs with his metal feet. I don't know what happens to Tiny Lister. I need to keep an eye on this, because I'm sure he just disappeared the other night when I was watching it. So yeah, keep an eye on Tiny Lister. What happens to Tiny Lister? Yeah, see there, because he's been established that he wears golf shoes with extended blades on for kicking people. I'm not going to let you down. It's just like, you work for me now, okay? Sorry, we're going to have to cancel that. It's great. The dead eyes of Ice-T there, man. It's just like, he fucking means it. I mean, he fucking is a gangster. One of my mates back in the day, I think early 2000s, was like, oh, you fancy going and seeing I had to go and see Ice-T. I think he was playing near it wasn't the Astoria in London. It was somewhere around there. And he's like, oh, you don't fancy it? I was like, nah. But again, at that time I never heard of Body Count. I obviously knew who Ice-T was, especially from this, but in that time I think I was only in my early 20s. And I think it was the year after, when like about 5 or 6 of us went to see the band and the Story, went to see him live at the Astoria, which was an amazing venue, but it's gone now, like. So yeah, they think they found the guy. Oh no, it's a gold. Picked up on the frequency being restored. It's like, here man, it's like, right, get a table, and I've got all that stuff in there, but I have to let the homeless guy out the chair because they need the rocking chair. So you're going to put a table there and stand on a rocking chair. Of course you're going to fall off. dun, dun. I'm trying to think what film I want to watch tonight. Saying that, I need to start watching all the films I keep buying and watching. I bought Land of the Giants. That's totally different to that. Box set went down at 20 quid for the complete collection. I just remember as a kid, and I've finished the 4th episode last night. And like for 1968, you know what I mean? Some of the way they've done the reprojection and the false prospectus of like big people and little shots and all the props and the like even the gun. They were loading a gun last night to shoot somebody, like a proper real size gun to us, but like tiny now. That's fucking brilliant. Like, yep, there it goes. Casper, if you're listening to this commentary, Trespass is just bounced off the floor. So I've just kicked it. It might be Land of the Lost. I went to bed last night watching, listening to Cliffhanger commentary by, it says by director Rennie, the guy who directed Die Hard 2, and for 10 minutes in, Stallone starts talking in the third person. Oh yeah, you don't think Stallone's going to drop anybody at this point? You know what? I see, why isn't Sylvester Stallone? Because Sylvester Stallone's really interesting to listen to on First Blood commentary. Not as interesting if you get the standard DVD, which I don't think you get on the Blu-ray or anything like that, of the author who does the commentary for it, and it's like 10 years after his book, and he tells the differences about like the difference between Rambo and the way it all was spun around. It's really interesting. So yeah, Stallone keeps rapping on, but like Cliffhanger Man, to start with, it's this massive shot, and you realise it's actually Mickey Rourke and the girl are actually on this haggard little pointy cliff. The real actors, and it's a massive panning shot from a helicopter. It was quite interesting, like. But I just totally, like, when you think of Cliffhanger, you don't think when it starts, it's got pink font, you think, pink font, Cliffhanger. No. Phone keeps down. So yeah, they found the ghost. Sorry, I've just been ranting away rather than just talking about what's going on. Cause I was talking to one of my friends the other day. He was on about like he's listening to them rather than seeing the movie at the same time. Even though he hadn't seen the movie, just is listening in a series. But I want to shy away from going right. I don't mind mentioning what was like. He was falling off. It's like a proper different stunt. It's a fucking horrible stunt. Actually, falls down chest on the top of it. Yeah, just try to do these as a series. I've decided to go out and buy a new hard drive as well because I've just maxed out 2 terabytes already in 4 months. I've got a movie group on WhatsApp and I've got beeps popping down there, beeping away. Yeah. Let's keep. I don't think he takes that hat off the entire film. It's an angry look. So Lucky is obviously establishes here that Lucky is an addict. Again, it was the same about the time. See, this movie's got a very warm colour in a way as well. There's a lot of orange in it, I think. You know, it doesn't turn night, it's all during the day. Except for, is it the night time at the end where it all goes down? Yeah, it's like an afternoon from hell. All you gotta do is fuck everything up. I think it's a really good cast for the time, you know. That song Trespass that all gets stuck in your head, Ice Cube and Ice T. It's awesome. It's the end credit song. Copyright flag. I didn't know the soundtrack's through actually. Should be Universal, I imagine. Yeah, Warner Bros. plus previous plus bonus tracks. So it's all kicking off. Taking out the fire escape, taking out the plan. So it's one of the, when you unfold the art card anyway, it folds out Trespass written in grey font in the back of all the tracks and that, which is pretty awesome, stretches right across. And you've got Ice-T and Ice Cube looking serious, and the fire at the start, Ice-T shooting, Ice-T looking serious, Ice Cube again, Ice Cube looking more serious, holding the gun. That's it. I suppose you were really, you know, they're the main sellers of the album, you know, especially the track would have been exclusive, them dropping a track together on this as well. Oh my god. Do. Look at that. Oh, it's some stairs again. They are some steep vertical stairs and people are fucking sprinting up them. I think it's stupid how he turns up in speed too, really. You know, he's got like... he's the guy like the crash of the car, and he happens to be the guy in the boat. I mean, it would have worked if it was Keanu Reeves. It's like, how could this shit happen? And it's just the speed too. Fucking hell. King of the street. See this bit, it's just like there, he's just like, you know, home videos with like the clown there, he's like walking on a gun, I am a fucking gangster, but you wouldn't be distributing this to anybody. You know what I mean? It's just like, this is fucking selfie and Instagram before selfie and Instagram. Great bringing in the movie. He's just fucking literally admitting all these, how dangerous he is. So, are you a gangster? No. What about this video? No, I'm an actor. Okay. How do you get around that? So it's gold. Lots of gold. Gold bullion. So we're about to hit the hour mark. Good God, I hope my food, like... I was thinking about doing the podcast downstairs. But I just can't do it. I'm decorating my house now, I get frustrated. I'll be like, I'll start doing the podcast, then start fucking stripping wallpaper, and I'll be, oh, aye. Yeah, people maybe listen to this. Woman called the police after the wrong pizza was delivered to her house. What? Right, the beeping in the background was Twitter. Woman called the police after wrong pizza was delivered to the house. My phone has just told me that. So that woman's... Fucking hell. Okay. Wow, well done Twitter. Yeah, 58, 55 is the time code. So he knows the way out up the chimney. Look at Bill Paxton there, like, no way out of here. Bill, like, William Sadler is like a strong actor, like. I think as well as one interesting thing to weird look at this, like, this group doesn't really have much scene time with the rest of the group as well, so except for a couple of conflicts later on, but it's kind of like you would probably film this half and half, and like who's reacting to who and calling out there, little scenes there, but it's essentially two sides of a story put together as well. Drives around to find the other car there as well. It's like he's looking one way then turns the other way. Matching that, right? I just need to pop this tire for this film. I don't think there's any fake on that, like. I would elbowing a window out. I mean, you're in an abandoned fucking. Right, he's just elbowed a window out wearing his bright blue suit, probably expensive suit. You know what I mean? Have you seen what's around him? Nothing. It's industrial. There's bricks. There's fucking wood. There's no one there. Get a brick. But no, I'll elbow it out. Fucking movie magic. Valuable treasures on loan from Greece. He puts two and two together straight away as they climb into the chimney, which has ladders. There's John McClane down there. Okay. Just took the license plate. But then he gets pulled over by the cops. There's all the scene of the cops and that, and here come the cops. Whoa! Well, I don't think you've got any guns left in your back of your boots. I think you'll be fine. Sorry, my phone's beating as they get into a fucking massive fight. He's like, he's really cold and diehard too, but then he's completely bonkers as deaf in Bill and Ted, you know what I mean? Look at my eyes, man, he's fucking right, I'm gonna fucking kill you. It's a well made movie, it's very high quality. But DVD as well. Yeah, you've got guns in your boot and then you're hiding a license plate. Now, unlike the binocular effect, when they just normally put there, it's like a scope shot. But see, the thing with the scope shot there for me, it's not like, if you're going to do a scope shot, get a scope like kind of lens and follow them in a distorted scope look. Don't just put a scope effect and follow them and just have it like transparent black around the edges where you can still see it. It's like, no. I hate the binocular effect in movies when they just put fucking two circles around it. Yeah, that's what binoculars look like. For years that everybody, oh yeah, look through the binoculars. All I can see is lines. I can never get my eyelashes right when I used to do on binoculars. I always used to just put them in my eyes rather than tilt your eyes back first before you put them on. I don't know why the wrong person's just popped up again. Oh, there's Tiny Lister there, so if I know what happens to him, so he's still alive at this point. There's a copper's going to get it. Yeah, so it's pulling them over just for the crack. It's not painting a good picture of the police there. Officially half an hour left for this film and runtime. I'd probably tell you right now, I'll probably not do the end credits, mainly because copyright, because the Trespass song kicks right in, there's no extra bit, and my food should be coming. So yeah, it's officially 6 minutes past 9. So, fucking hell, elbowed right in the mush. Decided to go for a Chinese tonight as well, because I've had too many pizzas and I've just realised I've got no bread left. Does it look like it's a license plate? See, 200 miles out of town, I'm trying to, like, I can't see my world map. I'm guessing this is set in LA. I'm guessing it came up from, like, Texas way. Again, I love this camera work here, man. It's the like crop there. Sorry about my phone. This person's point of view filming this. I love the it's got that blue tint to it. It's not black and white. It's got that very faded blue, and I like it. And it's got the pixelation as well, like the dotted lines as well. High effect for the time. Fucking hell. Just caught in the middle there. You like, it got you right in there. You fucking two guys that fall off. You got fucking right in the middle of a crossfire. Would you not be like fucking hell? But again, it stays with this. It doesn't cut away. It's like, and it credit the actors. You know what I mean? There's nothing to cut. There's no retakes. And you've got to remember, they are two inexperienced actors at the time. But they took it serious, they fucking grabbed the brass ring and they fucking went for it and they fucking did it. Like, fair play to them, like. So the plot thickens. He tries to make a business partner with the gold as we hit 1 hour, 9 minutes and 9 seconds there. Gold. Hey you. Just fucking repeat me. Hey you in there, hey you in there, hey you in there. It's like, hey. This is bullshit. Spoke to a guy today, said it was bullshit. I was like, bullshit. I was like, bullshit. Like, bullshit. I mean, bullshit. I well, let me do it. Update. Me blown away comp rate is 21 minutes. I've just realised something. And I'm going to apologise. This has not been recorded with the new microphone. I've just realised there. Damn. The camera's pointing at me, it's not moving. Hopefully this will be alright. I do apologise. There's so much going on. Completely could have gooned it. Who the fuck are you? Oh man, might have totally gooned it with me microphone not being plugged in. I don't want to plug it in now, so well, fingers crossed, guys.
Showing pictures that match.
I don't know why I'm showing pictures that match Google, because I've just picked my phone up. You listen to my conversations. Assholes. Alright, well done, Stephen. Didn't plug your microphone in. But yeah, happens, man, I guess. There's a bit of crosswire between double crossing going on here. We're about to go on the last 20 minutes of this movie. It starts to really kick off. The cross has happened. Everyone's kicking off. There's cameraman there. His hat he's wearing. Like that. I know it's not McTane Lister. I want to keep an eye here. Great delivery by Sandler there. Back to that camera as well. The friends again. He looks baked there, mind. A little jump cut there of them, like, run and get in the car with guns and stuff. I love it. It totally gives some to the car driving off there. Like, license plate showing and all that. I am loving the podcast, so like revisiting like 80s and 90s movies as well. Casper is going to be joining us soon. Filmed a VHS collection video with Casper, and we had the camera set up and we were just talking. And I was just like, this is going to be fucking perfect for podcasts. Like Casper's always here. You know, Jack's like, oh, when we're going to do Demolition Man or Robin Hood. And I'm like, well, you know, because Jack lives so far away. I'm happy to have the Predator series while I'm recording this. The Predators podcast hasn't come out yet. But again, it's just me, Jack and Carl are going to see Dog Soldiers on Friday in the middle of the woods. It's about half an hour, 40-minute drive from my house. I will be catching up with my cousin Keith, who is the producer of the film. It's been a while since I've seen him. Who I worked at the tournament with as well, so I don't know what it's going to be like. I'm taking the camera. I hope the weather is better, because I mean, it's Wednesday now and I'm talking about Friday. Thursday tomorrow, yeah, it's like a plan of action really. It's crept up on us that quick. It's fucking pissed down today. Amazing soundtrack. We're talking about soundtracks as well. I bought Doom the other day. I was telling you before the start of this thing, I haven't bought many soundtracks. Bought Doom because my friend Big Dale had it on at work, and I had not long finished the video game, and what a fucking soundtrack, 2 discs as well. And it's like it's got the Omen, the Doom Slayer, and it's just like proper heavy metal music. And I was driving home the night I got it, put it on, and we had the biggest lightning storm we've had this year, and the fucking heavens opened, and it took us twice as long to drive home because like you couldn't see shit. And it was proper the music, man, it was just like and it was just like all like the synths are kicking in there, and like Doom Slayer, and the fucking sky was, because of the clear sky as well, it was lighting up with lightning and all that. I was like, fuck me. So these two guys setting up the heroin addiction. It's crack or heroin back then was heavily pushed into it. I think in the 90s heroin had really started to come along, and within a couple of years they would have train spotting. It would become a massive epidemic across the world. A little junkie kind of thing. Never touched it, never will. But they use it here as a fucking way to, you know, it gets stabbed in the neck. Yeah, it's pretty grim, like. But for someone who's never took heroin before and he gets stabbed in the neck, he's back to life in about 10 minutes. "17 minutes past. Are we going to be..." I need to keep a listen out, like. I really do. I stabbed him in the neck. Oh, fucking look at that, he's gone. Fuck me, right in the throat, man. So yeah, it's all going to wind down quite quickly here within 10 minutes. You know, the homeless guy's, you know, he's in it now, he's on their side. But that, I mean, should Bill Sandler had died there from heroin overdose, you know, he's never had heroin overdose, he's been given a massive dose in the neck. Fair enough, it's just going straight to your bloodstream, but it's, you know, it's in your system. This is where, look, you get shot as well. This Glenn Plummer's going to shoot him. Can you see from, like, see that there? It's better than the shot we've seen before, because that's just the hierarchy lens there, the cross, and it's bang on. That's what you should have seen before, not what it was doing before. Where like, there's often, I don't know if I want to watch Die Hard after watching this. Wait a minute, now it's just like, right, let's watch Die Hard. I watched Die Hard 2 randomly the other night as well. I think I got lucky. What do you mean? What'd you win? Nothing. I killed Louis. Okay. Shit. So yeah, no, it's good. We're going to burn this building down. This is how we're going to fucking do it. Everyone's just in on it as well. So I don't know where Tiny Lister's gone. His teeth just snap the line. Rah! It's gone ballistic with a shotgun. Gone fucking totally apeshit. His voice sounds so familiar. He's got to have done like voice acting as well. So Bill Paxton's going to go out for the chimney. His tiny list to help him blow it up. I know, who went and got the cocktails? Maybe Tiny Lister. Go get more. Oh, the camera's got it. The camera is officially broken. Show's cancelled. It's called video as well, which, you know, is quite good. Cocktail on the door. I don't think you can beat practical fire on film. Again, I talked about the Baywatch thing with the fire. Like, the stuff they were doing on backdrop and on backends, just like, it's dangerous, but like, it just looks beautiful. But dangerous on camera, but fake fire, man. Let's go and do it. Over the Top, I watched that the other night. That's something I was super shocked. Over the Top, that was another film I was going to. I watched it. It looked fucking terrible on DVD. It really, really, really looked bad. That's video. No, it's Lucky Dead on the Floor. I was thinking about doing a podcast for that as well. But to say with the podcast, I'm just making more content on the channel. My thoughts about movies. I love movies, and just reminiscing. But again, I'm just getting these filmed when I can. As I say, I'm trying to kill loads of birds with one stone. I've ordered my food ahead. I've got one video doing something else and all kinds of other stuff. I'm definitely going a bit more crazy and definitely talking a bit more fast. But again, having surgery in a couple of weeks' time, it's a case of like I'm not going to be able to film a lot of stuff. So keep myself occupied. I've got a podcast, record as many as I can. And just release content. If you don't like them, don't like them. Give us a thumbs down if you want. That's fine, do you know what I mean? Again, it's making original content. I know there's a film playing in the background, but you know, talking people life. Random rant. But yeah, I highly recommend you finding Trespass. It definitely deserves a Blu-ray release. It's a Universal movie. It's a big cast, established director. It's a director of The Warriors as well. It doesn't have any extra features. It does have an amazing soundtrack. It's something that could become part of like a premium collection that they're doing stuff like that now, just so it comes out on Blu-ray. But it could end up like Passenger 57, where it comes out and it's got a trailer. That's it, you know, and it's just out on Blu-ray. But it looks really good, quality wise, for a 1982 film. Yeah, it's good. So Bill Paxton's now got some abseiling gear. He's abseiling down the thing. Again, that's probably the time. I don't know where Tiny Lister's gone. I'm totally baffled by it. An Ice-T just walks up there, smashes out a window with a gun. Smashed through the window like John McClane. This is definitely a stunt guy, because that is not Bill Paxton. But yeah, total John McClane moment there. So there's no, like, Bill Paxton, he's gone now. I think that's the end of Bill Paxton, he's out there. Comes blue suit. Bill Paxton's on the run. That actor there, he's got it down, man. He knows his sort of. Look at that one. Pop it out with a lighter. You think the gun dealer would be carrying a gun round, especially when you know that there's people in the building and you've just torched it. And he's walking around with a lighter going, is it you? So the homeless man is about Bernie, he's called Bernie. He's about to have a confrontation with the Michael Jackson suit guy. I hope this sounds alright. I do apologise. If I do apologise, if it sounds shit, it's not going to be released, is it? I'll be sitting here tomorrow night redoing the same thing. Here's Johnny. Get the axe through the door here. Took on a quite menacing look there, you know, he's proper gone, here's Johnny there. But then the axe has just suddenly disappeared to a gun, and then he's just been hit with an axe, or is that a pick? See, hit right in the lower, between the shoulder blades with a pick. It's fucking pretty brutal, like. So that's him dead. Still no Tiny Lister dead. Even there, I heard that music coming in there, that fucking wicked, like, echoey guitar. It's very much like it is in, damn, I forgot. These guys just blow each other to bits. Yeah, the whole guitar stuff, it's fucking awesome, like, it's very, yeah, boom boom, bang bang. Slow motion bits, and goes fucking jumping through the window, and Ice-T takes the fucking bedroom, he's dead on the floor. You know. Phone's ringing. He's called Bernie, isn't he? Ice-T's dead. Bernie's gonna answer the phone. So random things from a comic relief. He's so funny. So there's Ice Cube. Bernie's now got a gun as well. That Bernie in blue suit. There, there's Tiny Lister. Tiny Lister's still alive. He just ran and grabbed, was it Lucky's body? Because there's video. And there's the... So that's the guy who was with the sniper guy before. So them three, at least my guys just fuck off. Don't shoot me, don't. So yeah, them three, the literary. So that's them three there, that's what happens to Tiny Lister. He goes for them too, he goes for video and the sniper system while Bill Paxton runs. Bill Paxton ran back to where he came from. He's run all the way back to his car, which is destroyed. Just Bill Paxton just like shocked at the devastation of his car. I was at work today and my friend Dave came in and he was just, oh yeah, there's a car like yours being wheel clamped about your car, you know, and it's like not taxed, and I'm like, fuck, digital tax. It's like it's all digital now, direct debit. You don't have the tax code to remind you that it's out of date and that, you know. I had to go along with dinner to check. It's fine, like. So I was I remember looking at the bank statement, going, oh yeah, £90. What's that for? Car tax. You know, don't say you let your cars now and again insured, there's no tax or whatever. So there's Ice Cube there. He's comes up with Bernie. He's just done a runner. I think it's got Bernie. He gets his hands on the gold. He's got a gold tooth, so he's a sucker for the gold. It's a bit of foreshadowing with that gold front teeth. Set the bomb off as well, so set the building on fire. I'm going to blow it up as well. We've got like 2.5 minutes. Oh, again, that fucking down. It's like Last Action Hero as well. Down. Nice Cube and blue suit. They call him blue suit. Superfly, this motherfucker, and he shoots him, and they shoot each other. You know, it's the greed, and he goes flying through a window. We've just seen that with the other guy, so oh my fucking god. So he's looking dead. That's exactly the same way. Like William Sadler's just died there. Probably said his name right as well. But Ice Cube is hurt. He's about to go up in flames. He's got less than 1 minute to get out, so he could survive if he tried to run, but I mean, if he's the only person who knows there's the bomb there, so you know what. There's a building on fire as well. Bill Paxton's back in time as the night has fallen for a massive explosion. Again, if you remember Demolition Man, that massive stunt at the start where they blow that building up for real. And it's just again, places like that were getting demolished, and production companies like this took advantage of it, you know. So Bill Paxton's a bit shocked there. I am going to wrap this up. My food has got to be right. It's 33 minutes past 9. This is the end of the film where he says, you know, he's like, get away, he's dead, get away, get away, run away, and it's going to go to the music, and I'm going to say goodbye as soon as it drops that. But this is a really good film. It's a good story, good actors, well filmed for the time. Definitely needs, I should be definitely in your collection. I just wish I could get a hold of it. I'm sure I've got it, you know. I'm sure I've got it. I've definitely have it on VHS or something. Somewhere down the line there'll be a random Trespass video on my page. It'll be me going, found it! Oh, it's just a myth in my imagination. Yeah. So Bill Paxton runs off into the night. And Bernie here has a big, cheesy smile. As Bill Paxton didn't see that big bag of gold in front of his feet. He helps him on his shoulder and is going to walk off into the night too. And there we go, Ice Cube's Ice T's track Trespass drops in. I've been Stephen Mason, and my Chinese is probably going to come soon. Thanks for listening. I hope it sounds alright. Definitely check out Trespass. Goodbye.